welcome back to ciLiving. I'm your host, Jaclyn Friedlander. The mission behind Sunshine Supplies for Teachers is to obtain and distribute free classroom materials to local educators. Here to share how you can get involved are Crystal and Wendy. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so tell me a little bit about Sunshine Supplies for Teachers.
So Sunshine Supplies for Teachers is Illinois' first free store for educators. We have opened a free store in Forsyth, Illinois at the mall, Hickory Point Mall. And currently we are not open because the school year has, well, some people are still going. But we're going to be closed for June and July, and then we'll reopen again August 1st for teachers to come in. And, well, they purchase a membership, $50 for the whole school year, and then they get to come in once a month and shop for supplies for their classrooms.
And during the time that you're closed, you're still accepting donations, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you were able to make a big donation. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So our last shopping trip was, last Saturday? So then after that, we have a computerized system that shows like how much we've donated. And so we got to see our grand total, and we put $137,000 worth of school supplies back into our local classrooms.
That's incredible.
Yes.
And so if somebody wants to donate, how do they do that?
You can go through, people sometimes will message us through our Facebook page, Sunshine Supplies for Teachers. We have an email, sunshinesuppliesforteachers@gmail.com. They can send us an email, but we post frequently on our Facebook page our donation times for the various months.
All right, and then today, with some supplies, we're going to be making a project. So what are we doing today?
Today we're going to be making Bristlebots.
Okay, so what is a Bristlebot and how do we make it?
So a Bristlebot is basically teaching kiddos the basics of how electricity works, and that you have to have a closed circuit in order for that electricity to flow and make something move.
Okay, and I see that you've brought sort of a little kit. You always are so great with providing the supplies.
Have to be very organized with kiddos.
And so what do we need? So we need pipe cleaners?
Pipe cleaners for the little feet.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have a toothbrush that you'd cut the end off of here.
Okay, do you cut it with a knife, scissors? Like,
we just cut them with like the little pliers.
Like the little snippery?
Yeah, the little snippery ones. Yes,
the
very
snippery
technical.
Ones like for the garden or whatever?
Yes, that would be good. Yes. And then this is the kind of what you use to hang pictures on the wall, but it's double-sided foam tape, basically. We have to, since this is our little insect, our little Bristlebot, we want to have googly eyes because googly eyes make things a lot more fun.
Of course.
And they have to be adhesive on the back unless you want to use hot glue gun. A circular battery.
Okay.
And then this little guy here is, it vibrates, and you find these, they put these in cell phones, so like if you set your cell phone to vibrate, this little thing is in there, and that's what causes it to vibrate.
And it's the wires for the circuit?
Yes, to complete the circuit.
Okay.
So what you do is you take your little toothbrush here, and I've already started you out, so you got your sticky spot there. So you're going to turn this over, and you're going to stick that
to the back of
because this is where everything is going to be stuck to.
All right.
I'm crossing my fingers that this all works so.
Well, I was going to say,
perfectly.
I think it's going to work better than I saw the other day something online where they were like, take a vat of sour cream and put batteries around it and then put a light bulb in the center and it lights up. And I'm like, that does not feel like a real thing. And I did some more research and that is not real.
It's a good thing you didn't try it out.
Exactly. But you need wires and battery to actually make a circuit.
Yeah. So then once you get that on there, then you'll take the other piece off there so that you have the sticky top here.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Then you're going to take this little guy here.
Okay.
This is your little vibrating piece. Okay. And then you're going to stick it to the back.
Okay.
Right there.
So toward the bottom of the back with the wires facing up.
And the sticky part up?
Yeah.
Okay,
the sticky part up.
Okay. Well, it does.
There's a little bit of a sticky part on here. So the blue wire kind of to my left, the red wire to the
Then you're going to take this little wire here.
Okay.
And when you purchase these, we just purchased them through Amazon, has basically like the little coating, plastic coating. You'll need to take that off so that you can expose more wire.
Oh, I see. So that you
otherwise, it might not. But you're going to take it, you're going to kind of curl it a little bit, and then push it down into the sticky.
Okay.
And then you're going to take your circular battery, and you're going to put it on top of that wire. So that's kind of starting that
see.
circuit.
Okay, start the circuit here with the battery. Got it.
And then you would go and take your little pipe cleaners here.
Okay.
These are our little feet. And in between that space, between these two things here, this is where you're going to stick your feet.
Okay, so your feet kind of go between the battery and the
vibrator.
Got it.
I need to twist mine together, I think.
Yeah.
Just give them a twist so that they stick.
Now, before we do the final part here,
Okay.
we want to put googly eyes on because
of
everything's more fun with
Everything
googly eyes.
is better with googly
So
eyes.
you can have the kids do whatever, they can be just like one eye right in the front, whatever they decide. Or 2 different sized eyes, whatever. It doesn't matter.
These
but just stick them on there.
Adorable. Okay.
Okay. Then,
Come on, got it.
And then you're just going to take that other wire.
Mine are 2 different eyes and they are so
okay.
cute.
Yes,
oh my gosh,
aren't
it's
they
like
adorable?
a tiny, it's like Nemo with the tiny little fin. I have a tiny little eye on this side. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So then basically when the kiddos do this, you want to talk about, this is not going to work unless you close that circuit, have that So then you can just kind of take that wire and you push it to the battery and you can see that it starts
look at
up.
that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So
I don't know
then-
if you can see it or not, but it's shaking.
Yeah, so then what you do, the reason why these little feet are here is kind of holds like the anchor down, so you kind of push that down into to hold it in place so that it's
Anchored on
constantly
there.
going. Then you're gonna bend the little feet up here, the little feet, so we look more like a little spider
a little buggy?
insect. And then you just set it down on your table.
And he's vibrating.
And he's going.
Mine's not going, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Oh,
I think
mine's
it's the
going.
surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at yours.
Oh,
Look at that.
But they,
Oh my goodness, Cindy, it looks like a little bug.
yeah, and so they can push it along and it scoots along. You can use different bristles. This one kind of, I think it's got like the plasticky kind of pieces in there, in the bristles. So they'll.
How
but it moves
cool
around.
is that? Well, thank you so much for bringing these and teaching us how to make them. You should definitely try this at home. And if you do have success, I would love to see a photo. You can tag us on social media. Well, coming up on ciLiving, if you are looking for your next read, the Mahomet Public Library is here to help you out. ciLiving will be right back.